From St. George's, Grenada. Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited, agents for Western Union, and Beacon Insurance.
It's time to do better. Beacon's Be Better Group Health Plan now offers new and improved options that make health insurance affordable for small to medium businesses. Good medical cover gives you a competitive edge and takes care of the people that take care of your business. Get a better plan to build a better business. Call Beacon or log on to beacon.co.tt for more info today.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places a world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they are prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
Well, good morning again, everybody. I didn't share. Hold on, guys. Let me just share. Yeah, I know we have a lot going on this morning. Of course, we have the ceremonial state opening of Parliament. Yeah, I was sort of trying to juggle between on air and listening to it, but yeah, it's a bit much. So probably when I get home, I'll look at the live stream. Yeah, without all the distractions. I don't know if it's me, but it seems as though people just go online and everybody's trying to be like, that what's his face? The McDonald mascot, Ronald. Everybody's trying to be Ronald these days. Everybody's trying to be funny. Everybody's trying to be Kevin Hart. Everybody's trying to be, a comedian. Like it seems as though people don't go on lives anymore to listen or to learn something. It's like everybody's going on these days just to who could outdo the other with the meanest, nasty set of things to say about a person. It's like I was just looking at it and I'm like, you know what? Swipe. Let me just swipe these comments across. So I'm gonna go back later on and look at it uninterrupted and just swipe the comments across and take it all in. I mean, when are we gonna get to the stage where we understand that we all can't like the same thing, we all won't like the same thing, we all can't support the same thing? That is why it's called democracy. Imagine if we all like only one party. That means that party is gonna be at the helm forever and ever and ever. Amen. So we need people to like both sides. That way you get a opposition and you get somebody to rule. And that way you can keep better account because you have somebody keeping fire under their feet to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. So I don't understand why we're still getting upset at people for supporting what they support. What if that person got upset at you for supporting what you support? Elections has been over what? Going on a month, 2 months? And people are still, get over it. Jeez. Gosh. Sometimes I just want to be like scream with the frustration that people, it's not that serious on social media. Stop getting so caught up in it that you feel the need to prove something. That is why I made that post. What today is Wednesday? On Monday. It's like we're always in proving mode. We always feel the need to prove something. Prove that, hey, watch me, look at me, I can be funny. Hey, I can say the meanest thing. Hey, I can be. Yo, God. Like I said, on Monday. It's annoying. It takes a lot of energy to try to compete and prove and impress. A lot of energy. Trust me, I've been there, done that. Forever trying to prove I'm not what they say I am, or I'm not who they say I am. It takes a lot of mental energy until one day it finally clicks. Like, what does it matter really what people think or feel about you? At the end of the month, you're stuck with your bills, which you have to pay for yourself. None of these people contributing in any way, shape, or form towards it. You can't even use them for security. You can't even go in the bank and say, let me use this person as a security so I can get a loan to buy a piece of land or build a house. You can't even do that. But we spend so much time focusing on people, trying to compete and trying to impress and prove things to people who don't even really matter. When you sit and really look at it, it's like, oh, wait, why am I getting worked up and stressed over this person? Like, how are you contributing to my daily life? You can't even give me a good piece of advice that is free. You know, that is why so many of people are worn out. Because when you live in a proven mode, it's like you're on a treadmill. As soon as you prove to one person, you'll see something or somebody else you need to impress, and you have to start all over. It's a never-ending cycle. So get off the treadmill. You're working hard, but you're not going anywhere. Run your race, be your best. You don't have to impress people. If people are inspired or impressed by you, that is fine, but don't live to do that. Don't make that your daily chore, your daily part of your daily life. As soon as you open your eyes, it's like, okay, I have to put on this because I have to do that, or I have to look this way, I have to be that way. No, you don't have to prove anything. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure off. We're putting pressure on ourselves for people who really don't care and who we shouldn't even care about. Take the pressure off. Stop going on there and thinking you need to be mean because people will like get a laugh or they'll accept you. It's not that serious. I mean, it is, but working over time. Some of y'all are working overtime to impress people. Gosh, sometimes I love this rock, but other days I'll be like, man. Anyways, on a lighter note, who's here? Like I said, we're up and running. Of course, we have the state opening of the Parliament. The Governor General, everybody would have sworn in, did their due. Governor General is giving the throne speech, so later on I'll listen to it in its entirety. Can't do both right now. Anywho's, y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody had a good night rest? No ache, pain, no death, no sickness, family or what have you? Everybody's good? Who's here? Good morning, Christelle. Good morning, Marianne, Rita. Good morning, Henry Prince. Good morning, Queen B. Good morning, Narissa Ramos. Good morning. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Alana. Dwight. Dwight, yo. Dwight, good morning. Dwight, those comments under the you see how people mean? There are not many men who you would get going into the kitchen and baking and cooking, even though they could do it. But they figure, you know what, as long as mama handling that, me not to do that. There are a lot of men who can cook. And when I tell you cook, like cook, could really cook, you know, good food. I can talk about that now. Because I've got that. But my thing is, why when you see a man trying? Dwight decided he was gonna stew some turkey, and I loved stew turkey. And make a bird. I ain't gonna lie, Dwight. When I saw that picture, I swear it was 2 legs. Because I was like, why do I put up a pot of turkey and I had 2 legs? Only when I clicked on the picture and I realized it was 2 loaves of bread. Yo, that bread looked like 2 legs. 2 legs that need sun. Right? It probably tasted good, but it's just that it looked like 2 skinny legs. Like 2 skinny legs by a pot. And I'm like, why do Dwight have his leg by the pot? Because I know you're in Canada and it's cold and y'all don't get the hot sun that we get. So I'm thinking, well, Dwight need to come home and get a tan because Dwight leg and them white, only to realize, when you it's like it's white, but you put oil on it, like you lotion your skin, so it's white and it's looking shiny. So the 2 loaves of bread looked like it was white and it was shiny. But trust me, a man that can cook, listen, ladies, get you a man that can cook. Good morning, Derek Coffey. Good morning, Jenilyn. Marlene is on the inside. Wendy Samuel. Good morning, Shante. Roseanne. Good morning, Candida. Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Patsy. Good morning, Jackie. Terry Frame. Good morning, Zavid Seals. Morning, everybody. Good for you to join us. The bread it looks like it tastes good. It's nothing like a nice homemade bread. It's nice and soft. The rolling out is the problem. So then don't do the rollout. Get you to some pan loaves, the baking pans, and do pan loaf bread instead of trying to do long bread, or do them in rolls. Roll them in a ball and put them on the baking sheet if you're not good at rolling out, and that way you wouldn't have no two tin foot bread. Right, you need to do them in rolls. Get to go in one of your shopping places and get two pan loaf. The pan that you put the thing in it, and or you can roll it out. Trust me, it will do really good if you do that. Because it looked good. It looked like it was full of flavor and everything. But it was just that you didn't roll it out properly. I smile, Steve Whitening. Good morning. Morning, Charmaine. Good morning, Yinka. How do you pronounce that? Adisanya from Lagos, Nigeria. Oh, nice. Nigeria in the building. Good morning, Carla. Prince Naphtali, good morning. Ronald Noel Slims, good morning, everybody. Pearl, Eden Thomas, Simone. Yes, Simone, I was just looking at those comments, and it's really turned me off. I'm like, you know what? Let me get out of there before these people start acting on my nerves. And for some reason my finger takes over and I forget that my brain is supposed to be in control. Um, so we have a situation, and I'd love for the men to check in this morning. Who's that? Hold on, I'll get back to you in a minute. So we have a situation, and I'd love the men to check in. I'd love for the men to fall in the room this morning and give us their honest thoughts. Who is here? Ramos is there. Dwight is there. Who are the man I have there? Renal is there. Zavid is there. Dwight, who else? Who else? And of course, those of you listening online, who are the man I'm seeing here? Prince Naphtali, Look, Young Star Smith. Good morning. Well, what the man I'm seeing? I want to get your guys' take on it. So this person says, she was having a conversation with her friend, right? And she says she'd love to get the room's feedback on this. So she said she and her girlfriend was talking about this guy that she really, really liked. However, I'm not sure he feels the same way about me. We're friends on Facebook, and he usually likes all my pictures and even comments on them. So I did some research and found out that he is like single. So she wants to know, should she slide in his DMs, in his messenger, and shoot her shot? Because her girlfriend is telling her not to do it. That's a sign of desperation. So she wants to know what we think. What do you guys think? Men, and it's directed to you. So I'd love if the men can call in, because she's listening. She's in the audience. She's in the comments. Men, how do you feel about being pursued by a woman? And as a woman, would you approach a man you're interested in? What say you? Should she do it? Basically, she wants our feedback on this situation. Really likes the guy, did some digging and found out that he's single in this day and age. But anyways, he's single and she really likes him. They have a Facebook relationship, likes my pictures, I like his, but we don't talk outside of that. So it's a sort of kind of subtle flirtation going on. Subtle, not blatant. He likes her pictures, he comments on them, probably nice pic, you look beautiful, whatever, but he hasn't dropped in her DMs as yet. And she's wondering if she should do it, considering she feels the way she feels about him. So fellas, what say you? Do you like if a woman would drop in your DM and express herself? Like, for me personally, I won't. Reason being, I'm sort of old school and I like the thrill of the chase and the person coming at you expressing their interest. I don't know. It just feels nice. Some would say, well, we're in the 21st century, go after what you want. But, that is just my preference. I would say maybe you can start responding to some of the messages and making him a little bit more comfortable to, hightail it into your inbox if he feels that way. Or maybe get somebody else to tell him. The same friend, maybe you could tell the same friend to say, hey, I ain't supposed to listen, they want to take me do already, eh? Tell your friend. Like back in the day when you and your little boyfriend have problems and all you cuss one another, you used to call your friend and call him and tell him I'm crying. Listen, we were stupid as hell. Call him and tell him I don't eat. And then the girl bawling and and it's like the friend telling him, but you're not supposed to let him know that you telling him. It's like we planning to, but you go ahead and tell him. Call him and tell him. Call him and tell him I'm crying and I don't eat. And I don't eat in. Like, hey, Lisa here, Aruna friend. I don't know what's going on, but she's not taking whatever going on too well. Whole day she ain't eat. She just sit down here bawling down the place. And you sit down there laughing your head off, eh? Killing yourself laughing, but you're making plan with with your friend to call your man and tell him, we had you eat whole day you eating, but call him man and tell him you don't eat. Watch, oh man, no easy, according to Little Jello. Who never did that before? Never had a friend call and tell you your man or boyfriend or whatever, hey, she did balling down the place. Ball or what? So maybe you can do that. Maybe you can get the same friend to tell him, like, okay, I'm not supposed to tell you this, but my friend really likes you. So I'm not sure if you feel the same way or if you want to hit her a message, but don't tell her I told you anything. But y'all plan it. So that way you take the shame from your eyes. Next thing you go on in the man inbox and the man don't like you like that. And you take away the little shame from your eyes. So maybe you should tell him. Let somebody let your friend who set you up tell you that you feel that you really like him. But personally, I wouldn't, because me like embarrassment. Next thing the man and feel the same thing. And you have to tuck your tail between your leg and go about your business. So someone says it's better to try and fail than fail to try. Man doesn't say no anyways. Oh God, don't do that, man. There's some men, if they're not attracted to you like that, they would decline. Not all man is spot on, Don't do that. There's some people, if they're not into it, they won't just take for taking sake. So if you want love to chase, if you want to, he'll chase you. Someone says, like I said before, I shoot my shot at a guy I liked for years by asking him to go to a show. When we got to know each other, I confessed to always wanting to reach out to him, but he was shy. 3 years and counting, and we're still here. Oh wow. Well, they say different stroke for different folks. Luke says, Aruna, some of you women old school when it comes to finding man, but new school when want man to do things. That being said, if the man didn't see the signals, he must be gay. True ish. Samuel, I do that every day. Now let me hear you guys. What would you do? Should he shoot her shot? Hi. Oh, my niece is on. What you doing in big people room, Nisi? Someone said so. One time I even had my friend say I passed out and was taken to hospital. Nah, man. Nah. I'm pushing it. I don't play with my health. Oh my God. Listen, the stupid things we did back in the day. This person said they even had their friend say I passed out and was taken to hospital. And what happened? Did he come to the hospital? So what? Listen, I need to hear the rest of that story. So what happened next? What did he do? Did he come to the hospital? Did he show concern? Did he call your phone? And remember, you have to act the part, and then when he called, and then he'll call, and you're there like you're on your deathbed. You're close 1 footstep away from death knocking on your door. You call and you're answering, sungu. And like you're in some kind of pain, eh? Listen, women have 10 more tricks than a monkey. I swear. Matter of fact, let me tell all the nothing, eh? All the big and all the sense. Find out all the thing for yourself. You're calling like you're on deathbed. You're moaning and groaning in bed. Are you wicked? So, Sarah, good morning. Those were the days. In any case, I think she should just start a conversation with the guy to feel him out. Next thing, the friend eyeing the same guy. Yeah, because I mean, the friend didn't even offer other solution as to how you can get to know the person. All they do is tell you no, shut down your idea, point blank, period. Don't contact him. Don't that's desperation. I mean, like this person said, we're in 2022, we're not in the 18th century. And I mean, if women are going after everything else that they want, career, what have you, if you see somebody that you're interested in, why not? Like I said, different strokes for different folks. I'm not gonna do it, but there are other people who are comfortable with it. And if you're comfortable enough, then by all means, I mean, slide in the DM. Someone says slide in, sister, gently though. Don't release the freak too soon, and just be mindful that you may not get the response you want. I might not have said that at 28, but at 48 is a different mindset. I like that. Slide in gently. Don't rush the brush. Yeah, take your time. No, a how do you if I were to go into a man's DM, what do I say though? With a man and them this morning, all in parliament or what? Like all put a nice suit, jacket and tie in hot sun and gone up in a Mount Welder. With them this morning. All up in Mount Welder. Call and tell people now. Oh, okay. So as a woman, how do you go? How do you say I'm interested in you as a woman? How do I slide in your DM? What do I say? What can we tell her to tell the man? Like, hi, how are you? How's your day going? That song's whack. That song's cheesy. Like, okay, let me see if I can put myself in a man mind. Because usually when they come into your inbox, they'll be like, what up, beautiful? How you doing? Hope you had a good day. Um, yeah, they like the beautiful. Hi, beautiful. How's your day going? Um, why you tell a man that you like him? Why you going in a man inbox and like shoot your shot like, hey, I like you? Like, I don't know. Yo, this is awkward as hell. I ain't gonna lie. How do you morning sis, morning Sue? Yeah, that's why I stopped because I realized I was doing too much. I was telling them too much. Let me stop. They big and have sense. Y'all help. Like, how do you tell a man? How do you go in the inbox? Someone says, I agree. No, he didn't. He called my phone. I was so sick. He bought coconut water for me the next day. Yeah, tell a little wicked. Says you was so sick when he called. If you take for a call and say you pass out and was taken to the hospital, you get free coconut water and nothing to do you. The coconut water should ride your chest. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me hear what this person's saying here. I still want help. That is why I'm saying telling the men to call in because I don't know. I don't know how you'll respond. Just as you can't generalize one response from all guys. Some will like it, some will not, and some will just be scared and run away. So that's why I'm saying. So how do you go about doing it and wouldn't scare? So you wouldn't scare the man away because if the man might feel nap about this woman too aggressive. Next thing you know, let me slow my roll. That is a very aggressive. Someone say, "Hi, handsome. How are you doing today?" What if the person then handsome? I mean, they hide, but not like someone says. Let me see what Sam says. They come in your DMs to talk business first, then say how they don't like Messenger, so give them the WhatsApp number. I got that. One call me and tell me, hey, message me a messenger. I lost all the contacts on my phone. Send back your number, please. I'm like, send back my number, please. I'm like, but dude, you never had my number. Listen, and he started to laugh after. I like, listen, don't try that. Don't try that. I know everybody I give my number to. If you had my number, you got it from somebody, but it wasn't me. That I'm sure of. I've never spoken to you a day in my life. But hey, I just lost all the contacts on my phone. Send back I'm like, nice try. Nice try. Nice try. But I ain't flying with me. You never had my number like that. So nah. I thought I lost all my contacts. Send me back your number. You ain't never have my number. Let's send you back my number. What? Um, Samuel says what? They come in your DMs to talk business first, then say they don't like Messenger, so give them your WhatsApp number. I get it a lot of times. Then they start commenting under your status. Then they start showing up at places you frequent and present themselves to be checked out. So I've heard. You always hear something new, that Samuel. Someone said didn't go in the DM. We were both at the same venue, and I just said, "Let's go city later now." And he was like, "Sure, pick you up at 11." Easy like that? Okay. Okay. All right, Chante. Well, you got through. 3 years later, and you're still there. How you start with normal conversation? Kellen Mark, where are those men? What are some of the things if you want a woman were to check you out, you would like her to present herself? I suck at this. If I have to do this to get a man, I'll never get a man because me know how to do that. Apart from being very blunt. And that might scare the person away.
Good day, good day. Home girl, if you're listening, just go through her. Message your man, let the man know that you would like to go out on a date with him on a friendly basis because you're interested. If it's me, if a woman feel a way about me, I want she come through and tell me. Same way I will feel a way about a woman, I will go through and tell she. So listen, just tell the man now what time it is. You understand? So say no more. Let's go through.
So, but when she asked him on the date, she had to pay. That means she's taking him out. I hope she ain't taking him out and thinking he'll pay because this song say I go pay. Oh, she has to pay, right? There's no way you can ask a man out and let me go out and then you sit back with your hand full thinking he's gonna pay for it. That is your date. You invited him out, so it's on you. I hope you understand that part.
Morning, Aruna.
Morning.
Well, for me as a man, I cannot speak for all men,
Uh-huh.
but I am the type of person, I have a great personality. I know the right thing to say, I know the right thing to do. And most of the time, a woman, communication is the key towards friendship, marriage, relationship, whatever. Communication always the key.
Mhm.
So for me, most of the time, if a woman like have a crush on me or she like me,
Mhm.
she may not come out directly at the same time and say, okay, she like me. But we communicate at first and we start having conversations and then based on my personality, based on my words, based on my reply, she might say, I like you, you're seen as a cool guy, I want to get to know you more. And we go down the road from there.
Okay. So it's not no, as the person said, slide gently in the DM. No rush, abrasive, aggressive behavior. You slide in gently and you make small talk, but without giving it away that I'm interested in you. That's what you're saying, right? So you basically slide in the DM gently. How you doing? How was your day at work? Um, hope all is well. And based on the speed they respond with, that too is also an indicator of their interest. Because when somebody interested in you, by the time the message drop, they insane. When they're not, you have to wait 24 or to 48 business days to get a response. Long pants what response you have to wait for. But you know for a fact they're interested if they respond with quickness, with speed. If they don't, and you have to wait almost 3 days and they finally come back, nah, ain't gonna happen. Look, so you can slide him a DM and see how I respond. Look, you sure you want to do that? You might be one of those that get it 24, 48 hours response. Listen, I don't answer people. I was going through my messages and I realized you have people from since 2019. I ain't even answer yet. So if you want to come in, you just might fall in that bracket. Take your time though. Sam says women are afraid to message men because they like publicity. Embarrassing men who slide in the DMs. They feel we all do the same. Yeah. I usually see women posting that up a lot on Facebook. But the question I always ask, listen, you're on a social media platform. It caters for messages. That is part of it, unless you decide to not download the messenger or you turn it off. But once you have it open, that comes with the territory. So I never get when women go posting, man, come on to my inbox and blah, blah, blah. Stop messaging me. Just tell the person or don't respond. What I do, don't respond or kindly let them know, hey, nice to meet you, but I'm not really into the messaging thingy, so slow your roll. But what's the point in having it as a feature and then you're getting upset when men use the feature? I don't get it. It's like wanting to say, like they show. Let me put it this way: like all of us want to show off and say, "Man, checking all you out." And can't see sometimes nobody, but a whole set of fames all it does want fames. That is what the app is there for. If you don't want it, take it out. But this making a whole pronouncement, but man in your inbox messaging you, well, I mean, long as it's there, that's what they're gonna do. It's you to control your inbox. Either you respond, or if you respond, let them know, hey, don't make this a regular thingy. Because I got more people and I don't have time for the distractions. But I never get it. But anyway, to each his own. Someone says, well, you can't generalize one response from all guys. Some will like it, some will not, and some will be scared and run away. Personally, I'd love if a woman made the first move on me. It will tell me that she is confident and it'll make my life easier. Asking a woman out is one of the toughest things in life for me. It probably is, because as a man, you practically have to put your pride on the shelf and know that, hey, either you could be accepted or you could be rejected. And not stand up in one spot whole night watching a woman and then move and then shooting your shot. Right? There are some men are very slick with it as well. You definitely know who they are. I'm trying to respond to this. Listen now. I'm responding to somebody, and instead of telling them something else, I'm telling them they're not slick. Just how we're talking, I was telling them what I was talking about, and that's not even for them, Someone says, what happens if she goes through and he's not interested on that level? That would definitely break her heart. But I think men feel the same way. The rejection, they always have to bear in mind, okay, I could be accepted or could be rejected. So what if men decided, you know what, we're no longer going to pursue women. Y'all going to come to us. I mean, nobody ain't getting nobody. Not slick I wanted to put not listening. Listen. It was meant for you, but I was talking, and what I was saying on air is that it's not men aren't slick when they come into your inbox. So I typed the same thing I was gonna text. So men go through that every day. It's worse when women embarrass them by posting the screenshots when they've been nothing but respectful. Yeah, that is a bit much. That one is that one out of timing. I've seen a couple people doing that, where men will just say hi, how you doing, sexy, and women will screenshot the entire thing and post it up as if the man. I could understand if the man came into into your inbox with aggression and being disrespectful and what have you, and you were like, you know what, I'm not here for this. But he persisted, and you're like, okay, let me let other people who might have the same be of the same notion that they could do this. Let me just put it out there for them. But a man just reaching out to say hi, how you doing, and fames, ice fames. Kenan says, go for it. You never know. Sometimes he likes you, but don't want to look desperate or thirsty. Ramos says, Aruna, this thing is no rocket science. He has to start with small conversations, and based on his response, you will know if he's interested. But I'm trying to find out. I like, of course, like I said, so we're old school. We like a chase, so we don't shoot any shots. It's like it's a thrill. It's like, okay, knowing this person, feeling you like that, and going out the way to do little things. It's a nice feeling. So I'm not sure about this shooting my shot. I ain't sure about that.
Aruna, I'll give you a story.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bus conductor at one point in time, and I remember an evening I was coming across the Tantine area. And you know that street, like if you're going into where Palmer School is, right? That concrete road going like if you're going into Bank Field.
Yeah.
And there was a particular lady I pick up there one evening, right? And the first day I pick up, I say, sweetie, how you doing? How was your day? Everything all right? She say yes. The next day, I pick up at the same spot, around the same timing, and we exchange number from there. And as we exchange number, you know what she tell me? This same following night, she said, the first day she take the bus, she was looking at me, she watched me, and she just felt like you seem as a nice person, and I like you, and I want to get to know
So she
you.
wait for the boss
So the
again.
matter of the fact is, despite of however a man might have a crush on a woman might have a crush on a man, but communication always the key. So once you start with communication, whether if it's by WhatsApp, by Messenger, by whatever media, I
Mhm.
think that is the starting point of getting things together.
So basically, what I'm getting from the men is that they ain't fussy. So it ain't not no rocket science, no set of hard work to come in their DMs. Just a simple conversation to start it off. So say, as a person, if they need a gym partner, that might work if they're actually gymming, but if they're not, that might be tricky. So Sam says you just need to be friendly with him. If he's interested, he will eventually let you know. If not, you know as well. Just don't take 5 to 6 business days to respond or disappear and reappear like Houdini. That's me. Yo, listen, I'm the type of person I would follow up a conversation and I'll just pick it up like we've been speaking all week. Sue can testify to that. The other day she cussed me out on it. I was asleep. So she messaged me and like you in and out of sleep and you respond to the person and you put on your phone. For me, I don't need no sort of no. It doesn't take me a second to fall asleep. Like the minute time I hit my bed and I'm like, okay, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. So she was cursing me out the other day. I take a whole next day to answer. And she was pissed. What is that's just like? I swear. Sometimes you think you actually respond. You swear. I'm like, I'm sure I responded, and then you check and there's no response. I usually take 3 to 4 business days to respond. I'm sorry. And not because you don't want to, but listen, sometimes when I look at my phone and the amount of messages I see, I tried going through my WhatsApp, my messenger the other day just to respond to some folks, with all the back and forth that was going on. And I'm sure I haven't even made a dent. So probably when I go on vacation and I have all the time in the world, I'll sit and respond to them and acknowledge them. But for now, it's beating me. So imagine trying to respond to so many people on a daily basis. It's sometimes I'm like, you know what? Let me just put on this phone. It's getting on my nerves. Yeah, but she cursed me out the other day. She asked me a question the night and almost half day the next day went before I answer. You just see she's on the line. You see, so I'm not lying. You're talking to you. I'm talking to you. Then you just disappeared and come back like nothing. I hate it. Yo, I swear I hate it too. But I do. I would fall out of a conversation, and 3 days after the fact, I will rejoin the conversation like we've been talking all along with no interruption. I don't know where I got that habit from. I swear, but it's like it's so easy to do. Like fall out and fall. Cindy says, "Hey, handsome walks all the time." Cindy, but what if the person isn't handsome? That means we're starting off on a dishonest note. What if it's not worthy of a hey handsome, but he's, pleasant, not facially challenged in any way, pleasant, nice personality from what you've seen and heard and what have you. How do you use hey handsome? I mean, it's not his fault. It's not my fault if I'm not, this or looking that way. But let's face it, a lot of the times we go based on what we see. So how am I telling the man hey handsome? Uh, for me, and I'm not sure if it's the same for men. I don't like being called those names if we're not together like that. Call me by my name. If you want to like run me fast and just turn me off completely, call me first meeting. Like somebody send you a friend request and you accept. And the minute you accept, they're in your inbox. Hey, sexy. Hey, baby. Thanks for your ad. No, that is like you. It's like, ugh, it's, I don't know. It makes me cringe. I'm like, you don't even know me like that. You just accepted you. How about hey Aruna? Call me by my name. We're not like that. This hey sexy and hey baby and I don't know. I don't know. Cindy say he could be handsome to you. Well, true. So if he is to you, then you can use that. I hate it. This come hey, thanks, babe. Thanks for the ad, babe. And there's no need to acknowledge I accepted your friendship. That's what the button is there for. Either you accept or you decline. I don't know. So you see, so I'm not the only one who feels that way. It really gives me a weird feeling. It gives me kind of. I really don't like it. I honestly don't. I honestly don't. We're not cool like that. I don't know. Kellen says looks are based on the eyes watching. True. So beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. That is true. Look for a full photo of him and comment on something specific about it, or make a status specific about something in his photo directed at him. When he read it, he must know it's for him. Up to this point, none of Alien give me a good opening as to how, if I were to go in somebody inbox, what would you say? Marty was asking, what will you do, Aruna, if you're in that case? Like I said, I like the thrill of being chased. I've never had to, and I'm sure I never will. Like inbox a man to indicate interest or what have you. I like the fact I'm old school like that. We'll take it from there. But I just like the fact that he is the one to reach out first and make communication, get the communication ball rolling. Um, I don't know. I just don't know how to. It's like, what do you say? How do you approach somebody? Do you use the same words that men use, just targeting the male instead of the female? Hi, how you doing? How was your day? And then after how was your day, what happens? Are you seeing somebody? Like, what women usually do is, I ain't want you little woman bust my head. I ain't want you little. That's our way of asking, are you single? Or you going to man inbox and say, me want you little woman and them come and cuss me out for you. And then they'll say yes, no, um, nah, not with nobody, or they might lie or whatever the case might be. But February Moon says I'm a chaser. Okay, so all right. So before we go, February, how do you indicate interest in a man? Because homegirl is interested in doing that, but a homegirl is telling her that's desperation. I'm like, my advice to her is if she's comfortable with it and she doesn't have any problem reaching out or indicating her interest, then by all means shoot her shot. Because if she's brave like that, if she can handle it, no worries. Don't let your friend deter you from what could be a good thing. You never know. That could be your soulmate. That could be the man of your dreams. You never know. But if you're comfortable doing it, by all means, go right through. Brian says, comment on that person's lifestyle or something you may have in common. For example, a runner, kayak, rider, whatever the case might be. Sam says, Aruna, you're looking for a pickup line. I told you just be friendly. My head had. Just say hi. You can tell him you like a particular pic and wanted to compliment him personally. He will carry the conversation if he's interested, usually. Okay, well, that sounds hard. That sounds doable. February says it's not hard. Just say, hey, I was wondering if you're open to seeing me on another level. The rest says start with honesty. You can't go wrong. Intentions are clear and it will be responded to accordingly. So basically, if the person is feeling the same way you do, if you do it, it wouldn't be a problem. They'll understand. I'll take it from there. So don't bother with them. It's the man they want to realize they have other fish in the sea. Like when they posted, Sam, somebody says, don't bother with them. Is the man they want to realize they have other fish in the sea. So when they post a man name in the inbox. I never thought of it that way. Lisa says, hi, Aruna. I did once. I met him at his brother's wedding and I went to him and told him he's hot and I like him. But the romance didn't go anywhere because he died in a car crash. Oh my gosh. Wow. I was not expecting that response. Tell him how you like how he carries himself, compliments, work, etc. The man they want to know you have a fish in the sea. They want a man in the inbox. That could be a point. Anyways, guys, I gotta go. Thank you so much for checking in. We'll see you guys tomorrow, God's will. The final one for the week, right here. That is true. You're the man, though. Hey, you can play the fool if you want. Look, I have so much people in my inbox. I know my inbox is busy. So you stay there and figure. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. They want the man no, listen, you're not the only fish in the sea. You have other fishes jumping up around here. So take your time. What happened to the pokes? I don't see poking anymore on Facebook. Like they remote. Yo, that is just to be annoying. People just poking you every second of the day. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final one for the week. Can't believe it's Thursday already. But nevertheless, thank you so much for powering up. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Ladies Room comes to you compliments of Renwick and Thompson Limited, agents for Western Union, and